who lives to rush the quarterback.
And the Raiders call on a nickel set for third down. On third down, Cutler. Flushed out right. Looking for Jeffrey, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Perry Riley. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. And a great spot to start this drive from here.
Let's go, team. Here we go. It's going to be a long day.
Now a first carry for Latavius Murray. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. And Mr. Cooper, Amari, a headliner in this offensive unit.
Brandon, it's rare that you get guys so polished coming out of college, but Amari Cooper has carried himself like a pro probably since he was 6 years old. He is a terrific talent.
Second down following the run.
Go. Here we go. Red 18.
They go with Murray again. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. And here are the Chicago defensive starters.
Eddie Goldman's everything you want in a defensive tackle. A run stuffer who can move upfield and rush the passer.
Third down now following the run. Carr looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. No gain at all on the play there, and that brings up 4th. So they go pass on 3rd and 2. They complete it, but no gain. Should they have tried to run it?
I thought that running the ball in that situation is what they would have done, because at worst case scenario, you may bring up a 4th down decision for your team. Instead now, they're not close to the first down.
It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it. They'll need to get the play off quickly. Carr to throw for it on 4th down. Open man is Holmes. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12.
But a field goal attempt was well in hand. They had that, but they decided to go for it anyway. Extreme confidence, it looks like.
Yeah, but I bet the defense is going to remember this one, right? They kind of rubbed their nose in it. On first down, Carr looking for Crabtree, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jarrell Freeman. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football.
And he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. And now here come the Raiders. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it?
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
They go play action for Murray. Now Carr. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in. The Bears have put an extra defender in the secondary on 3rd down.
Yep, they're in the nickel. Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th.
All right, here we go. Red 18. Red 18.
They'll go for it. It's Carr. And it is incomplete. A gutsy call by Jack Del Rio, but it does not pay off. And the Bears will get the football back. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback you got a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
5 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Now Cutler. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
And that is incomplete. Eddie Royal is intended target. Now 4th down.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. Taking it about the 36. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the Raiders will take possession. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4th, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold
But he
up.
trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the Wild Bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. They come out here in the eye. Carr again here on 2nd and 10. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The big tight end, Clive Walford, the intended target. And it's 3rd down.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. From the gun now on 3rd down, Carr. Cooper's got it. A gain of 19 and picking up the 1st. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
Fresh set of downs here. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. Here's Walford over the middle. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. Just they move, and they know it affects the defense, because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
Ready to go now in the 2nd quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the second down. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Latavius Murray, the intended receiver, out of the backfield. And that'll make it third down.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion. Slants are so tough to cover because everything happens so fast, but sometimes it happens too fast for the guy catching the ball because all of his movements have to be quick off the line of scrimmage, and then all of a sudden the ball's right on top of you, and maybe he got a little bit ahead of himself there.
Yeah, a lot of times coming in with good pace, and he dropped it. So on fourth down, off goes Carr, and on is Sebastian Janikowski. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And the 38-year-old vet able to split the uprights, and the Raiders jump out to a 3-0 advantage. So after slogging through a scoreless first quarter, we have action on the scoreboard. A field goal makes it 3-0.
Well, with these two offenses, we weren't going to stay 0-0 forever, were we? I'm not sure that this opens the floodgates, but I doubt that's the last scoring we're going to see.
Now after the made field goal, here's Sebastian Janikowski to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense now getting ready to take over. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3-and-out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. On first down, it's Cutler. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Little lull in the action here to go over an offseason storyline. It's kind of interesting. L.A. a couple years ago, they have no teams, and now they're going to have two with the move from San Diego to L.A. What does that mean for the league and for the Chargers?
It seems like an easier transition, doesn't it, than St. Louis when they moved back to Los Angeles.
Less culture shock.
Less culture shock, less, obviously geography, the whole deal. But it's a transition that still is not going to be easy. Remember, they're going to go play in a soccer stadium, essentially, for at least the first couple of years before they share a stadium with the Rams. So that changes things. Obviously, trying to create an identity in the market they haven't been in a long time. They began as the Los Angeles Chargers, but only played one season as such.
And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he'll punt it away for the second time. Pulled in at the 24. It's a net of 40 there. A punt of 48 and a return of 8. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can.
It's caught at the 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Amari Cooper, 68 yards. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly for 6. And his kick is good. Now Janikowski following the score. He'll boot this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
They'll throw on first down with Cutler. Surveying the field. He's got his man on the crossing route. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
I know we just saw a nice throwing catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
They isolate Jeffrey to the left side. Now Cutler. He finds his target, Royal. And that one results in 35 yards.
Absolutely zero surprise at that throw we just saw. I mean, Jay Cutler has a whip for an arm.
He's had it since he won a state title at Heritage Hills High School in southern Indiana.
Where in southern Indiana, though?
Well, he's born in Santa Claus. How about that?
That's pretty strong right there.
Nearby to my hometown of Evansville. Bet you've never been there, have you?
I have not been there, but I'm looking forward to being invited for a holiday cheer.
You're invited. Put that on your bucket list.
Thank you.
So offense moving a little too slow there, could not get set, and they get the penalty. So the penalty by the offense, and now they face a 1st and 15. Now it's Cutler. He's got time. And the Raiders have got him. Stacy McGee in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Cutler will throw. He sets to fire deep. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. Cutler to Jeffrey on the hook up there. 42 yards.
Today's receivers in the NFL, they're the complete package nowadays. We know they can run, we know they can catch, but they have those big frames now. So oftentimes they just out-physical guys downfield and go up and catch the football. And we saw a big gain as a result on that play.
Out of the gun, it's Cutler. Finding time. Dancing to his left. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Call it a gain of 5, and that'll bring up a 2nd and goal.
Everyone has their strengths, able to move to their right or their left, being able to throw the football. So that means you've got to work on both because you never know which way you're going to get flushed by pressure. In this situation, able to escape to his left and makes an accurate throw.
Cutler's going to keep it, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. Jay Cutler taking it in, and the Bears have cut it to within a score. So with 2nd and goal, still had a couple of downs to work with. They tried to sneak, and they got in.
I like the idea that they did it early in the down and distance count. 2nd down as opposed to waiting later on. I think it fooled them a little bit, but how about the push they got up front to get the quarterback through?
Big push and a touchdown to boot. It's a very short kick taken by an up man. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out, and following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, to see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Here's Murray now as they run it to start the drive. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? Almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. But how about that defensive front creating a new line of scrimmage and creating a lost yardage possibility?
On second down, here's Carr. Over the middle, Cooper with it. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. So here we go, a third down after the second down pass completion. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Throwing his Carr on third down. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. A big play there. Carr to Cooper. 57 yards. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Off it goes, just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. Nothing on that one. It'll be second down.
But there was pressure all around him, so the only play was to try and get out of there. I think it was an excellent effort by him just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Carr to throw on second down. Being chased out left. His throw incomplete. Carr now on third and goal. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. And now the Bears going to signal for another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And Janikowski bangs it through. And that'll open the lead up to a touchdown now at 13-6. So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or 2 shorter than an extra point, so no problems converting there.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the...
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Stacey McGee in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. On second down, here's Cutler. Now Cutler in trouble. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Alshon Jeffrey, the intended receiver. And now it's 4th down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
Final play of the half. It's Cutler. And this is incomplete. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. And the kicker commits the kicker's cardinal sin. He kicks it out of bounds. Carr now on first down. Brought in by Walford, right side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
Now Carr. Sideline throw, that's caught. Amari Cooper. 18 yards on the pickup there. And it'll give the Raiders a first down.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
We ready? Red 18. Red 18.
On first and 10, here's Carr. And this is caught. It's Cooper. And they do get him down, but not before he reaches the 4-yard line. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here this close. Sneak it.
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
Right. 3 down. We ready?
Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Mike is 59.
Offense working with a second and goal now from the 3. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. He got halfway home there, down to the 1, but a good job of keeping him out of the end zone.
Exactly. Halfway home isn't all the way home, right? So they feel pretty good about keeping him out on that play.
They've gotten it to the 1. Can they get that final yard here on 3rd and goal?
Bradley, we ready? Wide at the 8. Wide at the 8.
Carr now to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Clive Walford, a 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Raiders add on to their lead. Well, it was 3rd and 1. I was expecting runs. So much for that. They pass it, they score it.
That had the feel of the head coach telling the offensive coordinator, you've got 4 downs here. We're going to go for it on 4th down unless there's a disaster on 3rd. Go ahead and take a shot if you want to. And he gratefully accepted the opportunity and did exactly that. If they didn't get it there, that had the feel that they would come back and try it on 4th down.
Now Janikowski following the score. He'll boot this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
2nd and 10 now. It's Cutler. Completion left side to Miller. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. It'll be a gain of 9, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes. On 3rd and 1, I think everyone in the stadium thought they'd try and run the football there, but they tried to surprise the defense and hit something through the air. Instead, it results in an incompletion.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Here we go on 4th down with Cutler. The catch made by Miller. And now Miller hit, and he fumbles. And the Raiders pick it up. And they're going to come up empty here on 4th. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. So after the fumble recovery, it's Carr. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
We ready?
Carr will try it again on 2nd down. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Call it a gain of 3. And they're going to face a 3rd down. Still in search of the 1st down after that last completion.
We ready? Wide and yay.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. And this is going to be caught. No, they say it's incomplete. Michael Crabtree, the intended receiver, and that brings up 4th down. Well, 3rd down, he tried to stay in bounds, did all he could. He caught it, but was led a little bit too far.
Yeah, and that's always difficult, isn't it? Because you know half of your body is trying to stay behind while the other half is reaching out, trying to catch the football. The top half worked. It was the bottom half that was in question.
So that one is his 3rd of the game. Now, if you're wondering, that's only halfway to his career high, as he once had 6 field goals.
Brandon, 6? Let's hope we don't get that again, please. Okay, can we see a few touchdowns here and there?
That'd be nice. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, man, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
10 yards still left on 2nd down. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Cutler. Pass incomplete.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
And the offense looks to pick up the first here on 3rd after that incompletion. They isolate Jeffrey to the left side. On 3rd down, Cutler. He's got time in the pocket. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
No move to get Cutler off the field. He stays out there, and they're going to go for it.
3 down.
They'll indeed go for it with Cutler. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by David Anderson. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Now the Raiders offense, they get set to head back on the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. And he carries this one all the way down to the 9. So Amari Cooper out of Northwestern High School in Miami making a nice play there.
And it's so funny that when I was going through the draft process when he came out of Alabama and was inquiring about him and his skills, they say it all began back in Miami. He really became a pro receiver at a young age because of his attention to detail and precision. But don't forget his athletic ability. That's what made that catch there.
He did spend 1 year with Teddy Bridgewater as his quarterback there, so that helped back in high school.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Carr. Flush to his right. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1 yard line. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and goal.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But you know there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
They're knocking on the door as they come to the line here on 3rd and goal from the 1.
We ready? Red 18. Red 18.
Back now in the East Bay. It's the Raiders with the lead and the football here as we get ready to start quarter number 4. They were held out last time. Here now is 3rd and goal from the 1. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Now Carr, and he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Jameis Olawale from a yard out. And the Raiders take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. And the lead is now 24. Now Janikowski following the score. He'll boot this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Second down, Cutler. This caught by Royal. Oh, he slipped right by him. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. On 1st and 10, it's Cutler. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, the pressure, the hits, the sacks have been coming at him all game long. I'm frankly surprised that they haven't found a solution yet to create more time for him to throw it or maybe change what they do on offense.
And that's one of the biggest differences in this game and why they're losing right now. 2nd and 10. It's Cutler again. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Mario Edwards in there to get him his 2nd sack now in the afternoon. Big sack on 2nd down. Now the offense needs to convert here on 3rd. Now Cutler on 3rd and long. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. Well, they went with a nickel. They throw in an extra defensive back. Coverage was very good.
Yeah, it was exactly as you would expect. A passing down. You bring in the...
And he'll be hit from behind and taken down. Mario Getting it.
Everybody, I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Today's game is a matchup of two receivers, one a surefire future Hall of Famer, the other one of the hottest young wideouts in the game. It's Larry Fitzgerald going up against A.J. Green. So let's send you up now to the Queen City of Cincinnati. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
From the banks of the Ohio River, there's a look at Paul Brown Stadium here in Cincinnati, Ohio. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Arizona Cardinals and the Cincinnati Bengals. First down, it's Palmer. And this one complete to Jermaine Gresham. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed.
And that's caught inside the 35. A gain of 32 that time.
Well, there's the first time in this game that Carson Palmer finds Larry Fitzgerald. Likely won't be the last, but how about the way these two have helped each other's careers?
Yeah, they really have. It's hard to believe with Fitzgerald, well, really both of these guys, how long they've been in the league now. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10.
Well, you know something, hard work and incredible efficiency does pay off, and that's Larry Fitzgerald of Arizona. 107 catches. I thought he's supposed to be getting older and slowing down.
I was just going to say, people are wondering when Father Time's going to catch him, but he's too fast for Father Time.
Right now, he's keeping Father Time at bay, and in fact, is still continuing to flourish in the desert.
First down and goal to go from the 7. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
His pass caught at the 4. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
Trying to finish off this opening drive from the 3. This is 3rd and goal.
Get ready.
On 3rd and goal, Palmer. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Larry Fitzgerald, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Cardinals take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Now a play fake here on first down. He's got time. Under heavy pressure, and down goes Dalton on the sack. And now here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Zebra. Bang. 380.
Dalton throwing on second down. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. And the Cardinals getting set to trot out there now. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out. All right, I'm doing my rudimentary math here. That's his 3rd catch here in the first quarter. I don't know if it's just game plan or he's just finding his way open.
And maybe a little of both. Now Palmer on first down. Escaping the pressure right toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Larry Fitzgerald was the intended target, and now it's second down. And certainly one of the mainstays in this offense is the crafty veteran L. Fitz.
Love the way you phrased it, crafty. This guy knows how to get open and catch the football.
So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. Second and 10. It's Palmer again. Flushed out right. He almost had it. The big D lineman nearly had an interception. Instead, it falls down incomplete. And the Bengals starting defensive unit now.
Adam Jones is a really talented cornerback who's having a career renaissance.
And let's see 6 defensive backs out there. They're in the dime here on 3rd and goal. Now it's Palmer. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Michael Johnson able to get him down for a loss of 11 on the play. And it'll be 4th down. And this is just outside the right upright. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
Zero. Set 3-8.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. And the offense trots out onto the field.
And A.J. Green is an absolute playmaker on the perimeter for his team.
Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's 2nd down. They send Green to the left on his own.
380. 380.
Another look for Dalton on 2nd and 10. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
Zero.
1st and 10 for Dalton. Complete to the right side. It's Eifert. And he's brought down.
I think in a lot of ways, Tyler Eifert is happy to wave bye-bye to 2016 because of the injury issues. Got hurt in the Pro Bowl, missed the first 6 games of the season, and then couldn't finish the year with another back injury.
Yeah, and the one that hurt, that Pro Bowl injury, supposed to be such an award for the great year he had a season ago and just never really got things going this year, did he?
Such a difficult matchup, especially in the red zone. Look for a big bounce back in 2017.
Hey, 520.
Dalton, 1st and 10. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Partner, I was working the Buffalo game when A.J. Green got hurt, I believe, the 2nd snap and never came back. A hamstring injury, couldn't finish the season, fell just short of 1,000 yards, which is something he does each and every year.
And that broke his streak of 5 straight 1,000-yard seasons. So you're right, he does do it every year. That was Week 11 against Buffalo, wasn't it?
Week 11, unable to make it back, but still voted to the Pro Bowl.
Yeah, quick throw here, that's complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Three yards to go on 2nd down.
Set blue 10.
The first carry now. This is Hill. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Bengals with a football to begin quarter. They'll try to pound it in with Hill. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Partner, we're into the 2nd quarter, and I guess you can kind of look at it both ways. The offense, they've got to figure out what they're going to do because they haven't scored any points. But if you're the defense, you're feeling great about what you got going on. The only concern you have, you get to the half. What adjustments will the offense make to try to defeat you?
He was looking for his favorite target, A.J. Green, that time. And it's 3rd down.
All defenders get tired of hearing about their lack of hands and why they're playing defense instead of offense. But in this situation, it was the hands that made the play. Batting the ball away on an attempted touchdown pass. Excellent job. Way to knock it down.
Dalton on 3rd and goal. Green's open, and he's got it for a Bengal touchdown. A.J. Green, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Bengals draw even, and of course they can take the lead if they hit the extra point. And he puts it through. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 yards with a new rule as he's taken down right at the 20-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL, well, let's face it, that's really a chip shot, right?
It's anything inside 40.
Yeah, they're counting on that going through the post. But we've seen it happen to teams before. Some of the best kickers in the world can miss kicks like that. Can they come back now and redeem themselves?
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Now Palmer finding time, trying to lay one up deep, and incomplete there. A nice hit, jars the ball free, and brings up third down.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did. And they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
Palmer will throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards.
Well, when defensive coordinators game plan to put pressure on a quarterback, they often want to use blindside rushes, and that's exactly what they did there. The cornerback gets to him and drops him.
Here's Jones. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the offense will come back onto the field with a 1st and 10. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, he's got it at the 15. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A.J. Green with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Bengals strike quickly here for 6 points. Here's Bullock now for the extra point. And it's up. It's good. Our score, 14-6. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Call it a 1-yard gain of the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
I'm ready now for 2nd and 9. On 2nd down, here's Palmer. Eluding the pressure right. And it's incomplete. So incomplete on 2nd down. Now they'll look to convert here on 3rd. On third down, Palmer. And he's got Fitzgerald. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
CD, wanted to get your thoughts just on the landscape of the offseason for each of these teams. Super Bowl in the rearview mirror, but so much going on. People look at the draft a lot. But there's a lot more that goes into the offseason for these front offices, is there not?
It certainly is, and then even before we get to the draft, you start with the combine, that's held in Indianapolis every year, and you have about 350 of the top prospects coming together to get their physicals and interviews and on-field performance, and all that will get evaluated along with their game tape. And then you got the free agents, all right? That starts, I believe, in early March, where now the free agents can start moving around to different teams, so your team's starting to take a little bit of shape there, free agency, because then the draft's coming up. You're trying to put your team together with new draft picks, have everyone start to move in one direction, and then you have the OTAs and minicamps. We get to see them on the field for the first time, and we start to get a better idea of how these teams are going to look when the fall begins.
Palmer now, flush to his right. And incomplete here on third down.
So much of this game is focus and concentration. And whenever I see guys running the in route, I know that in the back of their mind, they're always wondering who's lurking inside that might put a big hit on them as they try and catch the ball.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Oh, boy, he fielded it right on the goal line. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Bengals will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. Dalton hovering near the goal line. And he's got the hook up to Brandon LaFell. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
They send Green to the left on his own. 1st and 10 for Dalton. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's caught inside the 30. A big play. Dalton to his favorite target, Green. 55 yards. And now 1st down following that long gain. And with that, it's 2-minute warning time here on the NFL on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, here's Andy Dalton. Incomplete. And that was incomplete, but I don't know how much of that falls on the quarterback. He was pressured.
Brandon, the rush showed up so fast, the quarterback had no chance to get the ball downfield.
Zebra. Bang, blue 10.
Passing again, Dalton on 2nd and 10. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. A good pickup there of 20 yards. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense.
Looking for his tight end, Eifert, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off.
Well, surprise, surprise, partner. No, we know it's not a surprise. When you try to complete a pass against this Cardinals defense, there's a reason that they are known as the no-fly zone.
So after the interception, here's Palmer. He's got time in the pocket, buying time to his left. Caught on the left side, Fitzgerald. It's a gain of 17 that time. And that'll be good for an Arizona first down.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
On first down, it's Palmer. Surveying the field. Escaping the pressure right. It's brought in complete. It's John Brown. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll bring up second down.
It's awfully tough on a defense when he's able to move outside the pocket and still keep his eyes downfield looking for open targets. You don't know whether to attack him or lay back and try and defend the pass.
One receiver right, that's Brown. Now it's Palmer. And his throw here is incomplete. The tight end, Jermaine Gresham, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd and 5.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly. Third and 5, so they bring in an extra defensive back.
Expecting pass. To throw is Palmer. And he's got Gresham. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. Now Palmer on first down. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
The defensive coordinator came into this game with a plan to get to the quarterback with whatever type of pressure is necessary. It's working to perfection for him today.
Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side.
Let's go. Wide 18. Wide
18. 2nd and 10. It's Palmer again. And this one grabbed by Darren Fells. And he's going to go out of bounds, taking it down inside the 25.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight, doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So as they take it over, we step aside. Final play of the half. It's Palmer. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this one is incomplete. Never mind, Larry. Forget your halftime report. Apparently, we are set for the 3rd quarter of action already. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Zebra! Zebra! Set 380!
On 1st and 10, here's Andy Dalton. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. Well, you mind if we go off topic for a second?
No, let's
go. I like to do that randomly. AFC playoff contenders for this year that didn't make it last season. Who do you have that might get in?
Well, I think Cincinnati's got to be considered there. Maybe they'd have an offseason that's calm, and they go into this season and try and get back to the playoffs where they have been perennials. How about Denver?
Yeah.
Remember last year, they didn't have the quarterback to start. Trevor Siemian played pretty well overall, but maybe they can get solidified there and ride that strong defense right back into the playoffs. I'm going to give you a couple a little bit off the pace. Indianapolis cannot afford to squander Andrew Luck, one of the better young quarterbacks in the game. They've got to get back to the playoffs. And Buffalo, brand new head coach, brand new people running the ball club. Let's see if they can figure it out, because I think defensively they can be awfully strong.
They go play action here on 1st down. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Dayon Buchanan. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. The Cardinals offense now ready to get their first opportunity here in the 2nd half. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a 2nd half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
So after the interception, here's Palmer. And Gresham has it left side. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. On 1st and 10, it's Palmer. This one complete to Gresham. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And 15 yards there on the catch and run.
That coach is always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some route.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. 1st down and 10 now for the offensive group.
Let's go. Run, 18.
They'll throw on 1st down here with Palmer. Flushed out right. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Carlos Dansby, the outside linebacker, drops him for a loss of 6. On 2nd down, here's Palmer. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Jaron Brown, the intended target. 3rd down here.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on third. Now Palmer on third and long. He's got time. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
And how about this? Fourth and long, and they're going to go for it.
Let's go. Regular.
Fourth down. Here's Palmer. And it is incomplete. That incompletion, Charles, gives me a chance to put you on the clock real quick. NFC teams last year that did not make the playoffs that might make a push this coming year.
Well, three that come to mind right away that we thought were going to be in 2016. Minnesota, remember the start they got off to before that didn't work out so well for them. Arizona, we thought they were a lock to be in the playoffs. In fact, many of us called them Super Bowl contenders. And Carolina, the defending NFC champs going into last season, they didn't make it. So I think that all three could return to former glory. I'm going to give you one way off the pace here. You ready?
Let's go.
The Los Angeles Rams.
Ooh.
They get the young quarterback going, and that defense continues to live up to expectations. They can make a real strong push in the West.
They've got the D. You're right. They just need the O. Green's open, and he's got it for a Bengal touchdown. A.J. Green, 49 yards. And the Bengals add on to their lead. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-6. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the left.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Michael Johnson in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback because he had no chance to block him.
Now Palmer to throw on second down. Finding time. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. And able to find John Brown. And they're able to convert on third with a solid gain of 23.
Strength throwing the football downfield has never been an issue for this big guy. I still remember the first time I met him. He was playing for USC, and when I got introduced to him, I thought I was meeting their starting tight end, not their starting quarterback.
Such a presence, Carson Palmer.
Very much so. He's had it.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Back now in Cincinnati. It's Cardinal football, but they trail here as we get set.
Mirror. Right now, blue 58.
On second down, Palmer. He's got time in the pocket. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
And that one was knocked away, and I think the defender's going to be a little upset with themselves. They made the play on the football, but that one felt like a forced pass by the quarterback. Thought he had someone open. He really wasn't. Maybe an example of having too much confidence in his receiver that no matter what, I'm going to throw it to him. And that was a play made by the defense, and it could have been a bigger one.
Surveying the field. Looking deep. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And a big 32-yard play on third. And in a two-score game, obviously, every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to third down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Here's Palmer to throw. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. A gain of 6 there on first. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys on plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. It's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
So they're operating in the red zone.
Let's go.
To throw again, it's Palmer. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Jermaine Gresham from 8 yards out. And the Cardinals cut into that lead.
That's almost just not right. You cover everybody. But those tight ends, they can be awfully reliable.
Very reliable. The defense just has to hate those guys.
This drives them crazy because oftentimes you can't match up with them. They have you either with size, speed, or maybe even just strength.
Fairly short kick taken at the 14 here. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And out now, here come the Bengals. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the...
He's got a man, complete. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
380.
Dalton, 1st and 10. Complete to the right side. It's Eifert. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. So they complete the pass, and now they face a 2nd down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
Hey, wide, 20. Dagger.
2nd down, Dalton. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
There's a completion to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out of Central Casting, frankly.
Absolutely. He's got the size, the hands.
Speed. I mean, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
Despite only needing 1, Dalton to throw. And able to find Green. A gain of 13 and also the 1st down. So the offense has it 1st and 10.
AD to AJ. And it's been like that throughout this game. And I think it's a huge reason why they are in the lead.
I like that. AD to AJ. Andy Dalton to AJ Green. Such a tough cover. And they are proving it here in this one. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. Getting late here in the 4th, and if this team has any chance to win this football game, their defense obviously needs a stop here. He had time, was able to survey the field, and find a soft spot in that zone coverage.
And that's where it gets difficult for a defender, Brandon. You go to your spots on the field that you have to cover, and when the offense finds an area that you're not in, that's where they throw the football.
And the offense here just looking to stay in bounds, complete the short passes, and put this game on ice. Defense showing blitz. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. So now it's 1st and goal. They'll run it with Hill. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Jeremy Hill taking it in. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
And he'll probably wish he reconsidered here. It'll cost him 10 yards now with a new rule as he's down at the 15-yard line. And the Cardinals offense here ready to take over. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard. Sometimes it looks pretty simple, batting the ball away. But oftentimes there's some pretty good teaching and practice that goes into it. Being able to get to the receiver, not interfere, and get his hands through the football and knock it away.
Caught on the left side, Fitzgerald. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10.
Here we go.
2nd and 10. It's Palmer again. And Gresham has it left side. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Quick pass play there on the slant, Charles. Works out well for the offense.
The offense loves it. The defender hates it. Hard to get through the body of the receiver to get to the football trying to cover a slant.
They go play action here on 1st down. Hopping over the top. It's caught left side by John Brown. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Get ready.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Flush to his right. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by George Iloka, and he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
Dagger.
Oh, passing it. Dalton. And he'll be hit from behind and taken down. And now the Cardinals are going to use another timeout. That'll be their 2nd, so 1 more chance to stop the clock here, and we'll be back. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Backed into the end zone on and he goes down. Dalton couldn't get rid of it, and that will be a safety. So make it back-to-back sacks, and this second one cost him a couple of points.
And the easy thing is to put this all on the offensive line, but maybe they need to start changing their game planning and their calls. Quicker passes, running plays, especially when you're this deep in your own territory.
Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward.
Palmer's hit, fumble. He loses the football. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Now Palmer down around his goal line. He's got time. Now a desperation. They've got his man complete. They give him a gain of 37. And Charles, you know what coaches always tell us. We want to win our home games. That much we know. We want to protect our home turf. They got that done in this one.
Exactly right. When you start a season, everyone's goal: win all of your home games, split your road games, and you're likely going to be in the playoffs. But when you win at home, boy, what a great feeling that is. You don't even mind if people are at your house when you get home after a win like that.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. It's a win for the Bengals as we say so long from Cincinnati.